Hi guys, and welcome back to the channel. Today's video is a review of the Lyra Rembrandt Polycolor pencils. I have lots of bits and pieces to go through today. My review will be different to my usual format. Obviously now I've been doing this a little while, I'm more experienced with the pencils I use, the things I'm looking for, and obviously after watching a few other people and the way they test the products and gleaming some information from that, and just research really. I think you'll find this will be a lot more in depth today. I will show you swatches of the set. We will show you the tests, and I will show you them on black paper, and I'll go through the different sets and pieces, and of course what I think about the pencils. Disclaimer before we start, this is an adult colouring channel and these are my opinions as a hobbyist only. This is not a professional channel and I am in no way affiliated with any products or companies. So yeah, let's get to it. I will start with the pencils themselves. These come in a range of sets. I believe you can get a set of 12, a set of 12 greys, a set of 24, 36, 72, 72 being the largest range set, with 6 extra grey colours, so there are actually 78 colours total to this set. And you can get the 106 set wooden boxed Atelier edition, and that comes with kind of bits and pieces, rubbers, tortillons, I believe, blending items, charcoal pencils, a few odds and ends, and it does in fact come with the full 72 set of pencils, and I believe on top of that it also does include the 6 extra grey colours, so you are getting a bit of everything with this. These are my pencils. As you can see, I have been using these. They do have beautiful colours. They are in a bit of a weird order because I've been working with them, and these are a reasonable price, kind of a mid-range price. I'm not going to say prices because they change all the time. They sell them on Amazon, so you can look them up there, and the Amazon links will be in the description below. They are of course affiliate links, and these are cedar wood pencils. They have a capped dipped end with the colour on the end of the barrel. They are a 4mm lead with quite a thin barrel, which is pretty impressive, to be honest. I'm going to move these over to one side. So they feel quite slim in the hand, and yet they do have rather an impressive lead to them. They're a firm pencil, so they hold their lead quite well. They are oil based, and all that really means is there's more oil than wax ratio in the pencil. Each pencil itself has its barcode number, its name, its number, and on the back the Lyra Rembrandt Polycolor, and of course Germany, which is where the company is based. You can tell they're a nice pencil, and you can tell they are an artist quality pencil, and they do feel nice and they're nice to use. They're a thinner pencil, so if you do have problems with your grip, you may struggle a bit more than you do with the average size. It's more a case of just getting used to the change, but I know obviously some people do have their own issues with thinner pencil types, so just a word of warning there. They do have light fast ratings. It's either on the box packaging or on their website for that, and you can purchase these pencils open stock. Here in the UK I found them so far on Cult Pens and from a company called SAA. I have not purchased any myself open stock yet, and therefore can't guarantee the quality, but it's just where I've found them from so far. These have a really nice smooth lay down and they layer and build really nicely. They sharpen nicely. I've had no breakages at all so far, and as I say, they have held their lead pretty well. And of course these make a really nice pencil because of their firmer lay down for hair. I've found them to be particularly beautiful. That is where they shine. Let's see, I think that is everything about the pencils themselves. So for colour choices, I do have a swatch here of the original 72 set. Like I said, there are 60 additional colours. They do come in with the greys, I believe, which is a 12 set from what I've seen, unless you purchase them open stock. They've got a nice range of yellows, couple of oranges, as always, not many orange or red. Then you go into the pink and there is a nice selection. Some lovely purples, a few blues, your usual plethora of greens, and your brown tones that are kind of orangey brown and neutral brown, yellow brown. And then we have this couple of like more reddy purples here, and your original selection of grey to black. There is a white pencil in the set. As I know that makes a difference for some people, and like I say, that is the biggest set you can get in one tin, and that's the 72 set. I've been working with these quite a bit lately, obviously, to test them, and I have really enjoyed these pencils. You must take that with a pinch of salt. It depends what kind of pencils you prefer and what paper you use. If you prefer Prismacolor and that soft, creamy lead, these may not end up being the pencil for you. The largest set is 78. The 72 and the 6 set, so there is less of a range of colours, but they do blend and layer really nicely to create new colours, so you're not going to struggle. As always, because of the smaller set, they do lack in the very, very dark and the very, very pale tones. They've actually done quite well in the light set. We have this cream, this light flesh, this sky blue, although I didn't find that to be a pencil that works as well as the others for myself. It's a shame the greens, you've kind of got this almost fluorescent light green. And of course the grey, they really did go all out with a light grey here that is kind of a bit barely there grey. But the darker colours is where this kind of bottoms out a little bit. The darkest you're going to get is this delft blue, which is actually a purple, and of course this night green, which isn't all that dark at all. The dark sepia is a nice dark brown, but of course, as always, you can darken your colours up with other colours laid underneath. You can add a purple under the black, the brown, and there is a dark grey. But yeah, standalone pencils, they're not going to be a very deep colour like some of the bigger sets can offer. I have tried these pencils on a black paper for you guys in case you do work on black artwork. This is 1 and 2 layers of each colour, and for the white I did 3 layers. I wasn't able to get a fully opaque layer in the white, the green, the yellow, or the red. Of course, these are only a couple of layers, and how they'd continue to build. But the blue really was quite a beautiful colour on the black. Just want to make sure you guys can see those there. It's not, it's not your Lumi or your Prisma white, but it works, it's there. I tend to just use my whites for blender colours anyway. So I just thought you guys would probably want to see that. And then we go into the tests. I've just got a thicker cardstock here. It's actually a watercolour paper that I had spare. I did a blend. This is 5 green colours, and I mean, they are beautiful pencils. This is a very toothy paper, that's why you can still see the white. And then I also blended half of this with Zest It to show you the effect of how it moves with a blending medium. Zest It is a liquid blending solution for pencils. And yeah, they really are beautiful to work with. As you can see, they will layer and create new colours. So yellow and blue, you get that lovely green there, and the yellow and red did create an orange colour. Your blue and red, you do end up with a purple. Obviously that was a quick blend, so it's not the best purple you're ever going to see. You can fade them out quite nicely. And then I laid some layers for you. So this is 1, 2, 3 and 4 layers, and then one thick hard pressured layer to show you the pencils, how opaque they can be. I put a lot of pressure on for these and none of my leads snapped, and yeah, they really are a heavy wearing pencil, to be honest, and you can see how quickly these colours build up into a really rich, vibrant colour. Absolutely gorgeous. So you can get that from all the way to pale to dark pretty quickly. This isn't really an important one for me, but I know it's a big thing on YouTube at the moment, you know, that these pencils move with water. I would not put pencils down and then try and add watercolour to my page. I would always work the other way around. So this doesn't really mean a lot for me, but for those of you that are going to do that, all this is, I laid some colour down and I went over it with a wet brush. The blue moved quite a bit, the red moved a little bit, not so much with the green and yellow. So yeah, if you're going to put water down over these, you are going to get some shift. That might mean that they do move around a little bit with fixative. Just interestingly, I did find with these on the packaging, they do claim to be a permanent pencil with no fixative required. So just FYI there. Yeah, so I hope you found this useful. I'm going to show you a couple of the actual works that I did with it, because I always like to see that when I'm looking at reviews for things. I like to see that people have used their pencils. They're not just, you know, telling me whatever bit they've gleaned from opening the package. So I've done 3 pages here, I believe. This is just the hair done with the Lyra. And I didn't like this when I was first doing it, but it really did grow on me as I worked on it. And they really are a beautiful pencil for detailing that shines especially through hair. This is the slightly nicer Amazon paper, and although they buckled the page a little bit from the amount of colour I built up, it stood the test pretty well. There's not really any damage to the paper and the page there, so I'm quite pleased, and I do love how she turned out. We then have a fun little page that I did. You guys know how I feel about reptiloids, so there's generally a page in here done. This might be a sneak preview for this month's pages, I think, but never mind. This is a page, and everything but the border and the blue background is the Lyra pencils, and you can see they're just, I mean, they are a dream to work with. They worked nice on the Amazon paper, which really does tend to show a quality pencil really when it can tackle this paper. The red-orange blend is the Lyra. This brownie blend is also the Lyra, and yeah, they were, and the silver as well, I believe, just quite nice to work with. My blue as well. And then finally, the last page, I'm just going to put my little post-it note back in there. I'll forget to show it for the month, and it's a buddy colour, so I'll add that back in. The last page I've done this month, and the pencil on this page is exclusively Lyra, and I really enjoyed this. The background is pan pastel, so everything else on the page is the Lyra pencils. So those pumpkins are an orange, brown, green and red mix. We've got 3 different greens in the leaves, 3 purples in the dress and 2 pinks. Or I'll take it back, the black is Polly's, so ignore that bit, but everything else. The skin is a 2 green and a yellow Lyra blend. And yeah, they really shine on this nice smooth paper. These always work really well for oil-based pencils, and these were no different. And I really enjoyed this page. It was easy to do. I didn't have a lot of fuss or mess with the pencils. They worked well and did what I wanted them to. And it really is quite a beautiful finish. They've got that nice shine to them that only oil-based pencils give. You know, there's no wax bloom, so you don't get that kind of streaky finish to the page, just that shiny, almost oiled glaze from the pencil laying down. They always look so smooth. I think it's probably one of the main reasons I like oil, to be honest, over a wax predominant base. And yeah, so like I said, I really enjoyed using them these last few weeks. I'm sorry the review took a while, but I really wanted to work with them and see how I felt. There is an unboxing video up of them if you want to see the actual big Atelier box that I got opened, you know, like a first impression and an opening of the box. You'll be able to see that. I'll link that in the description box down below for you guys. Any questions, as always, pop them in the comments and I will reply. If you enjoyed the video and you like the new review format, please give it a thumbs up. If there's anything extra you would like to see in the reviews, again, pop them in the comments. I will do that test for you as well in future. And of course, guys, please subscribe if you enjoy the channel, and I will see you in the next video.